is mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? Me and my kicks, me and my kicks. It's mine, it's mine. Me and my kicks.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your favorite YouTuber, me and my kicks, and this is my top 10 pickups of 2020, man, coming up. As with all top 10s, and especially since there's a lot of shoes that came out that was flame this year, I gotta go ahead and do some honorable mentions. So first honorable mention is the Air Jordan 13 Black and Royal Edition. I'm not a big fan of Air Jordan 13 Breads, but when you take the red off and add that royal blue, it really made the shoe hit. Also, I'm a member of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, so since they took out the red and made it blue, this shoe goes perfect in my opinion. So I had to go ahead and add it to the list. So this is the first honorable mention. Next honorable mention is a twofer. You got the Nike Kyrie 6 Caffrey Concepts Pack, and then you also have the Nike Kyrie 6 / Sneaker Room Edition, the I Love Mom Creams. This shoe is very nice. I love the detailing on the shoe. Like you got the little gold hearts on there, and just overall, man, it's some extra crazy detailing on this shoe. When I do a full review on it, I'll go a little bit more further, and then also when I do a review on this one day, I'll go further into it. This shoe came out around the start of 2020. That's why this shoe had to go ahead and be added to this list. Even though the shoe came out at the start of the year, I have never seen a shoe with this crazy colorway. You got the little peach pink, then you got the aqua with the baby blue hits. Just overall, this shoe color is crazy, so this is my next honorable mention. Last honorable mention is the Air Jordan 10 Soulfly Edition. The reason I like this shoe is because it reminds me of the Air Jordan 10 linens. So when this shoe came out, I definitely had to have it. I love the teal hits on there, the Soulfly joint hits on there. On the other shoe, it got the Soulfly logo on the black. So just overall, I really like this shoe, and I paid a decent price for it. I didn't pay retail, but I paid a little bit over retail. So it is what it is. But last honorable mention is the Air Jordan 10 Soulfly Edition. Number 10 is probably number 1 on a lot of people's list if they was able to hit on these shoes. But I got the Nike SB Dunk Chunky Dunkies. I know a lot of you guys are like, why you aren't putting it in number 1? It's a great shoe. It resells for so much money. I'm not a big fan of Nike SB Dunks. Now don't get me wrong, I like the colorway on the shoe, the execution on the shoe, the quality on the shoe, everything else I really like about it. But the fact that it's an SB Dunk, and it's not really like number 1 on my list. If this was the Air Force One, take it. If this was an Air Jordan 1, I really would switch over from saying Air Jordan 1s is trash, and I would get an Air Jordan 1 like this. But the fact that this silhouette, that they used it on the SB Dunk Low, I'm just not a big fan of it, not to make it like number 1 or number 2 on my list. So coming in at number 10 is the Nike SB Dunk Chunky Dunkies. Coming in at number 9 is the Air Jordan 4 Fire Red Edition. I do not have that shoe in my collection yet because I was kind of snoozing. I was hopefully thinking I could get it for under retail, but it ain't what it is. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and bite the bullet and pay retail for them. And so I was just waiting, but once again, I know that these shoes are easily to get, so I added them to the list because I know I'm gonna get them for retail, and I was just really pushing it back. But they are a great shoe, an iconic shoe, a classic shoe. I always wanted them. And you put Nike Air on the back, it's a definite must cop, and definitely a top 10 shoe. So coming in at number 9 is the Air Jordan 4 Fire Red Edition. Coming in at number 8 is the Nike Lebron 7 Media Day Edition. This shoe was very hard to get, man, especially in my size. I paid a little bit or a lot of it over retail for it, but just the fact that this is in classic Laker colors. One shoe is purple, one shoe is yellow, and it's LeBron 7, which is the best silhouette ever. You already know all these factors made it a shoe that had to get in my collection, and it had to go into my top 10. So coming in at number 8 is the Nike LeBron 7 Media Days. Coming in at number 7 is the Air Jordan 12 Gary Payton Edition, or the black and yellows. I love this colorway. It really has the color blocking of the Flu Game 12s, and the Flu Game 12s is my Grail. So if you give us any type of shoe in this color blocking, I got to take it. Also, it had the all leather upper. They didn't add no suede to the shoe, and I like that because when you add suede to the shoe, the upper tends to look different than the bottom. Like with the reverse Flu Game 12s, like the upper looks way different than what it does on the bottom. So kudos to Jordan brand for just, you know, sticking to the classics and sticking to the basics with this shoe. So coming in at number 7 is the Gary Payton 12. Coming in at number 6 is the Air Jordan 3 Lakers edition. Like, when I first heard about the colors on this shoe, it said that it was going to be like laser orange, and I was like, man, is that really Lakers gold? But when you see this shoe in hand, this like gold color really matches the Lakers jersey like perfectly, and this is definitely a great tribute shoe to Kobe. I love the colorway of this shoe. It really goes, you know, crazy with a Lakers jersey. And you know, I'm mad that this shoe only came in like women's sizes, so you had to like, you know, I had to get a women's 12 in this, which is a 10.5. So like my feet is like right here to being too tight. But you know, I had to go ahead and sacrifice for this shoe, man. Classic shoe, and I'm glad I was able to get it to my collection for the retail. So coming in at number 6 is the Air Jordan Retro 3 Lakers edition. Coming in at number 5 is the Air Jordan Retro 4 Off-White edition. Man, when this shoe came out, I had to get it. Luckily, I was able to hit on the sneakers app when this shoe dropped. Man, this is a classic colorway, classic shoe. And the baby light tan hits of this shoe, this is a great summer shoe to wear. You know, a lot of people will probably have this as their number 1 if they hit on this shoe, but you know, the shoes that I got number 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, like they meant more to me like personally than these. But these is definitely a great pickup, clean shoe, just overall, you know, crazy. You know, the off-white flavor on there, everybody goes crazy off off-white, so it is what it is. But I just really love the color blocking of this shoe. This light tan hits, really goes crazy in the summertime. Like I know they give you like mint laces, black laces, and white laces, but real talk, I want to get some off-white like baby blue laces. If you threw some baby blue laces on here, these will really smack hard, like in my opinion. But anyways, coming in at number 5 is the Air Jordan 4 Off-Whites. Coming in at number 4 is the Air Jordan 3 UNC edition. Man, like, I love 3s that have this white base upper, and then you just change the color back here. Like as you seen with the Laker 3s, I got the Katrina 3s, those cold. The True Blue 3s, those cold. These was crazy, man. This goes crazy with a UNC jersey. Anything that's like UNC related, you got to add this to the collection. I'm not the biggest like Tar Heel fan, but this colorway, man, I had to have this shoe. And just overall, the crazy colors, and just I love the fact that the color blocking on the shoe is ridiculous, so I had to go ahead and throw it on the list. So coming in at number 4 is the Air Jordan 3 UNCs. Coming up at number 3 is sort of like a 3-way tie between Reebok Question. So first one, you already know, had to be the Reebok Question Yellow Toes, made after Kobe Bryant, RIP Kobe. They still, I think they might come out of retail, I don't know, but this is the sample version. I'm lucky, I just, you know, I didn't pay no attention and made sure that I grabbed these in time so I could get them, and I don't have to worry about like, you know, fighting any bots or anything like that. I got the sample pair, got these like 8-9 months ago. Was the first person on YouTube to do a review on this shoe. Just a classic colorway, so I had to add this to the list. Next up is the Reebok Question Mid Harden edition. I love the quality of like leather on this shoe. The color blocking of the shoe is just crazy overall, and I'm glad that, you know, I was able to get this shoe for under retail. Definitely a classic. And last but not least, you got to do the Bubba Chucks, man. Like the quality on the shoe is ridiculous. The color blocking of the shoe is crazy. It was a good year for Reebok Question. We had a couple of dubs, but we also had a lot of heat, and this is definitely included. So coming in at number 3 is those 3 Reebok Questions. Coming in at number 2 is the Nike Kobe 5 Bruce Lee's. I'm not a big fan of Kobe 5s, and I'm not a big fan of like Kobe shoes overall, but this colorway and this shoe was definitely a must-have for me. I always wanted this shoe when it first came out. I'm mad I missed out on these shoes, but luckily the sneakers app looked out for me, and I was able to get these shoes. So coming in at number 2 is the Nike Kobe 5 Bruce Lee edition. Coming in at number 1 is an old classic, the Air Jordan 13 Flints, man. Classic shoe, got the 3M on the side. I always wanted this shoe with the 3M. I had the 2010 pair, sold those, but when they retroed these in 2020, I already knew I had to have these, man. Classic shoe. I'm so glad that I got these in my collection. And you know, I mean, I had to take these over the Chunky Dunkies. I had to take these over the Off-White 4s. I had to take these over a lot of shoes because this is a ultimate classic shoe in my opinion. All right guys, that is my top 10 shoes of 2020. What did you think of the list? Comment that down below. Also hit that like button if you like this video, and also since you watched the video, comment down below what's your top 5 pickups of the year. It could be anything. It could be Reeboks, Nikes, Adidas, could be the Flints, Bruce Lee's, could be the Off-Whites, whatever, man. Just comment that down below and we can chop it up in the comment section. Also, if you aren't subscribed to the channel, what are you doing, man? Hit that subscribe button. It takes nothing but a couple seconds and you'll be notified of when I drop future videos. And lastly, peace.